Welcome back from the break, Rams. I am Corey Odom, and tonight I have a very special guest. This is my former co-star, Maddie Warren. Maddie, welcome back.
I'm so happy to be back, Corey. It's awesome.
Do you want to break down how Corey's countdown works for everybody?
I will. I hope I can do you justice here, so let's see how I do. It is 3 top stories in CSU sports, 2 top things to look for tonight in the Broncos game, and 1 minute of mayhem. Did I nail it?
Nailed it.
I think I nailed it. All right, Corey, let's do this.
CSU volleyball is on a tear. They have won 15 straight games, and 10 of those were sweeps. But now the number 14 ranked Rams team has a tough task ahead of them. Up to Boise they go to take on a tough Broncos team. Boise State is led by young sophomore setter Danielle Boss. Boss leads the team with 610 assists, which even outpaces 2-time Mountain West Player of the Year Katie Oleksak, the setter for the Rams, who has 602. Boss has even more assists per set than Oleksak at 10.7 versus Oleksak's 10.56. Danielle may truly be a boss in this game. CSU has dropped the first set in the last 4 away games, so keep an eye on if they can have a strong start tonight. To hear how they did, tune into the Monday Night Sports Show where Litos and Jessica will give you the full rundown.
Volleyball isn't the only sport that's been on a tear. The women's soccer team has broken the program's season win record by marking their 8th win of the season on Friday versus Fresno State. They extended the record Sunday with a win over San Jose State, both of which were the Rams' first wins over the Bulldogs and the Spartans in program history. The Rams look to keep rolling as they play tomorrow against Utah State. The Aggies have not won a game since September 27th and haven't scored more than 1 goal in a single game since September 22nd. One strong point for the Utah State Aggies is their freshman goalkeeper, De'Ara Walton. Walton is averaging less than 1 goal allowed per game on the season with an 82 save percentage. She also has shut out her opponents in 5 of the 13 games she's played. The peak of her year thus far happened less than a week ago versus New Mexico, where she recorded 9 saves during the loss. If the Rams can get past the wall that is Walton, they will have 10 wins going into the game Sunday versus Boise State. And when I say Boise State, I really mean senior leader Ramey Sherrill. She leads not just the Broncos in every stat category, she leads the entire conference in almost every category as well. She'll be one tough opponent for the Rams to take on.
Walton may be a wall of a goalkeeper, but 3 former offensive linemen for the Rams who used to wall off defenders just got drafted in the XFL draft. Trey Moxley, Zach Golditch, and Nick Callender are all getting another shot to play professional football. Moxley got drafted to the DC Defenders, while Golditch and Callender got drafted to the Tampa Bay Vipers and the Houston Roughnecks, respectively. All 3 players played in some respect in the NFL, though never making it to a starting spot. After the failure that was the AAF, this gives another opportunity for those fringe pro players to really make a name for themselves. Plus, you can never have too much football.
I'm glad that you think that, Corey, because due to the bye week for Rams football, we're going to be talking Broncos football. So who do you think they'll need to look out for in their game tonight against the Chiefs?
Well, first off, I want to say that I think everybody on the planet knows who's the favorite going into this game, but it is a division game. So as you, a Packer fan, knows, in that Lions game, division games can be tougher than they should be in many ways. But I think you got to point to the MVP from last season, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at Mahomes. I mean, he is such a playmaker. And against the Broncos, that's going to be really tough for them because in their game against the Titans, while it being a shutout and their defense really stepped up, they had a lot of guys that were marking multiple stats instead of one standout guy. And as we know, for football, there's a lot of guys on the field, and you can't have one person stopping an entire O-line. But like I said, with Mahomes being a playmaker, it's really going to test the Broncos defense to see if they can even step up to the challenge.
Yeah, Mahomes leads the entire NFL in averaging 339 yards passing per game. So definitely someone that really makes things difficult. Also, I think it's important to say that he makes throws that nobody else makes.
Oh, he even makes throws that he doesn't think he's going to make.
Right? So he's sitting there and everybody thinks the play is completely dead, except Mahomes, who then destroys the defense and throws a touchdown. So.
Yeah, exactly. And looking at the defense, again, against the Titans, they were 13th ranked going into that Titans game. And with third downs, they just haven't been performing until they played Tennessee. And so looking at Mahomes with the Chiefs, I mean, he just rolls out of the pocket. He makes a play out of nothing. And so it'll be really interesting to see that, yeah, they made the adjustment for their game against the Titans. But if I'm going to be really curious to see if it holds up against the Chiefs.
Yeah, I want to talk about the Broncos' defensive line because they went the entire first, 3 games of the season without recording a single sack. It set a record in modern NFL era for not having any sacks or any turnovers after, 4 games? And now they have 12 sacks. So they have definitely been stepping up big time. They're going to have to. Like we said, Mahomes is a monster. You have to get pressure in his face, and even then, it might not be enough. So.
Well, in recording that shutout, it obviously wouldn't have come without those sacks. And looking at the fact that their last shutout was in 2017 against the Jets, they went a while until their defense finally decided that they wanted to do their job.
Is that how you're going to put that? You're like, it's been a while since, I don't know, they could be proud of themselves.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The game is going on right now, so you're going to have to keep that one tuned because we here at the station don't know how it's going. But I want to get a quick score prediction before we go on. I think the Chiefs win 35-21.
I say 35-17. I mean, the Broncos put up 16 against the Titans, so I think that they're going to kind of stay around that range.
But with the Broncos winning the last 2 games and the Chiefs losing the last 2 games, who knows what can happen?
It's football. You never do.
So we have a very special edition of the Minute of Mayhem. This week we're going to call it Maddie's Mayhem.
It doesn't change the fact that I'm nervous, but I'm honored anyways.
All right, here's how it works. We're going to have 6 questions each, and we're going to go every other. But I got to go first. So you ready? All right, let's do it. All right, number 1, will Russell Wilson win the MVP? I think he's got to be the favorite. He's been definitely leading a Seahawks team in the NFC because AFC's got all the good ones, but he's definitely in the NFC. Next question.
Well, Patrick Mahomes bounced back. Absolutely. Like we said, I mean, he steps up to the competition every single time, and so I could totally see him just pulling the team out of that 2-game loss streak and pulling back into the competition.
Next question. Broncos or Chiefs? We just said it. I'm going with Chiefs. Next question.
Will CSU soccer win the Mountain West tournament? I really want to think so. It's been awesome seeing those girls step up and getting the recognition that they deserve, and so I think that if they keep pushing through, and especially if they beat Boise, it's going to be awesome. Next question.
All right, will CSU volleyball win the NCAA tournament? I don't think so. I think they might win the Mountain West tournament, but that's huge praise to go that far. Next question.
Oh, who's winning the World Series? Ooh, I want to say Astros. That's it. Next question.
Next question. Can Jalen Ramsey fix the Rams? Are the Rams needing a fixing? The Rams are pretty solid, and he's a stud, though, so I think they might be able to do it. Next question.
Can the Yankees upset the Astros? No, I don't think so. Next question.
Who's winning this year's Heisman?
I'm sorry.
I didn't get a chance. I had a good answer, but you'll never know.
Corey, I'm sweating. That is, I don't know how you do that every week.
I think
oh
it's
my
word. Well, thanks for joining me though, Maddie. But just so you know, the fun is just getting started here on CTV 11. Because next up we have Krista McAllister, who's going to talk about an up-and-coming band, some cute and cuddly animals, and much, much more. So stick around.